Nowadays, if you want to learn something or upskill yourself, you probably search for it on TikTok or YouTube. Because honestly, who has the time to read a 300-page book? But reading books positively affects your entire state. It improves your memory, expands your vocab, improves your sleep, boosts your creativity. There are so many benefits. Not only are you upskilling yourself, but you're having conversations with the authors who have spent years researching their topics. And their books give you the details, the information, the entire game plan to conquer business and life. And in this video, I'll walk you through 4 of my favorite books that I think every entrepreneur should read. Let's go. The first book that I would recommend is not a business book, but it's one that I think is so essential to founders and entrepreneurs. It's called Think Like a Monk, Train Your Mind for Peace and Purpose Every Day. We get so busy being busy with a million things to do. And what happens is we get caught up in the insignificant details and tend to focus on everything that's going wrong. This leads us to being stressed, worrying about the uncertainties, and being so fixated on things that we can't control. And furthermore, if you can't deal with those external challenges, the pressure of running a business, you won't succeed. This book allows you to just take a step back, reflect on what we can control, and learn to manage and deal with whatever obstacles may occur in your business. When you think like a monk, you'll understand how to overcome negativity, how to stop overthinking, why comparison kills love, how to use your fear, why you're not your thoughts, why kindness is crucial to success. Jay Shetty wrote this book in 3 parts. Part 1 is let go. Part 2 is grow, and part 3 is give. And I really think that it's so well written because he gives you practical tools that you can use to implement on a daily basis. And honestly, that's my kind of book. Give me actionable steps that I can take. Once I read, I can improve and implement straight after. The second book is called The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader by John C. Maxwell. Becoming the person others will want to follow. Now, in school or even in university, we weren't taught how to become a leader or what traits need to be developed to become an effective leader. We have to either learn on the job and make lots of mistakes, or we actually can learn from others who we aspire to be. And one of those individuals, in my opinion, that we should be learning leadership qualities from is John C. Maxwell. You know, Maxwell is known for his ability to just break down complex leadership concepts into bite-sized pieces. And what I love about it, it's so actionable. And like, honestly, this book is no exception. It specifically zeroes in on personal qualities that every great leader needs. And, you know, the book is structured in such a way that it has 21 short chapters and each dedicated to a different quality, you know, qualities such as character, commitment, passion, and vision. And what I love most about Maxwell's work and approach in this specific book is he doesn't just tell you what these qualities are. He actually gives you the practical tips on how to develop them. For example, there's a chapter on character where he discusses the importance of integrity and consistency. And he actually offers real-life examples that make these, you know, abstract ideas concrete and relatable. He also emphasizes on a really important point, which is leadership starts from within. It's about who you are and not what you do. The third book that I would recommend is one that I listened to twice because it was just that good. And I don't have a hard copy because I listened to it on Audible. It's one of my virtual mentors, Stephen Bartlett, and it's called The Diary of a CEO, The 33 Laws for Business and Life. What I love about this book is its authenticity. Stephen doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's not a typical self-help nonfiction book. What I love about it is that he uses storytelling to convey his messages and the teachings in it. And we all know the power of storytelling. It just helps us remember and relate to the teachings and to the lessons a bit better. It's so relatable, not just in business, but also in life itself. One of the laws that stood out for me was Law 29, create a cult-like mentality. Now, I'm not talking about creating a Charles Manson cult like they did in the 60s. What Stephen was referring to by saying that you should create a cult-like mentality is you have to create a community of raving fans, a mix of early employees as well as early customers who are absolutely obsessed with your product or your services. And also they believe and they back the mission that you're on. What this does is that it allows you to have troopers in the world that market your business for you. You want them to tell everyone about what you're building, about how good your product or service is. You want them to post about it on their social so that honestly they can make your business go viral. That is the power of having these raving fans, and Stephen walks us through how to achieve this step by step. Honestly, this guy, he gives so much value. And basically, how I'm talking about his book and his work is the way you want your customers to speak about your business and your brand. The final book is one on sales, because honestly, if you can't sell as an entrepreneur, you're in the wrong field. And I don't mean the traditional sleazy car salesman type approach where you pester customers and you force them into buying a car when actually they don't even have a license or they're not ready to buy. The final book that I'm talking about is $100 million Offers, how to make offers so good people feel stupid saying no. And this book, I also listened to it on Audible, so I don't have the hard copy. But what this book did was help me understand the strategies for selling a product or service to customers. Alex Hormozi has built multiple successful companies and even sold companies for millions of dollars. So this guy knows what he's talking about. And in this book, he starts by challenging the traditional pricing models, and then he kind of walks you through his 4 key components for an irresistible offer, which is value, price, bonuses, and guarantees. He really gets into the psychology of why people buy and how you can essentially leverage that to create these irresistible offers. What really stands out for me in this book is he focuses on value. He argues that price is almost irrelevant if the perceived value is high enough. And he doesn't just leave you with that concept. He actually breaks down systematically how to increase the perceived value of your offering through strategic bonuses, strong guarantees, and even effective price anchoring. Another key takeaway for me was the concept of Grand Slam offers. These are offers that combined a high perceived value with a low perceived risk, making them an impossible offer to resist. Alex gives concrete examples and formulas that you can start applying in your business today. Putting this list together was really tough because there are so many valuable books out there. So please, if you have any recommendations for me, for our audience, for the other listeners, please write them in the comments below and we'll be sure to check them out and spread the word about those books.